Today in Porch is the Altar, we're talking about ritual practice and a baking ritual practice, and what does that mean, right? So, so today in Porch is the Altar, we've taken a moment to reflect on what does my grief need today. Now, that first question in the chat, and I really like this, is what grief woke you up today? That's a tough one. Some of us, I mean, when you're really going through it, you go to sleep with it, you wake up with it, you carry it everywhere. Yeah. As we move into our reflection time, checking in, making sure that you got your tea, you got your coffee. Nice. Porch is the altar. Let's talk about it. This is a space where we're able to come as we are. You can come as you are. It's an opportunity midweek for the strong one, the strong friend, the person who does it all in their day-to-day life, to be able to come and just lay it all down. It's not therapy, it's ritual practice. What do I mean when I say ritual practice, right? A ritual, tiny things done on purpose, repeated. Here we use breath, we use touch, we build steadiness in the body, and then we choose. But we couple that with baking, right? So why does baking matter here? Obviously, it's a baking group. So we bake often, but baking, there are lessons that can be learned in the kitchen. There are certain lessons that our grandmas and our aunties and uncles and granddads taught us that indirectly, that we didn't realize that. So baking teaches us pace, it teaches us order, maybe a little patience too. The term mise en place. Mise en place is a French term that means everything in its place. It's when we all have our process, right? So you could get all of your ingredients out. If you're making cookies, you got your flour, um, in a bowl and your sugar in another bowl and maybe with some salt, your pinch of salt in another bowl. And if it's depending on what kind of cookie it is, if it's chocolate chip, you got chocolate chips over here in a bowl. You got if it's oatmeal, you've got some oatmeal in a bowl and some walnuts or whatever. Certainly, it's a lot of dishes, but when you go through this process where you put everything out, everything is in its place and it's ready to go. It helps for a smoother baking process. It helps you to be able to identify what you have, but also what you don't have. So mise en place, everything in its place. And here in the baking ritual practice, your senses are tapped in. Baking matters here in ritual practice because the smell, the sips, all of your senses are activated. When everything is in its place, it allows you to be able to name, right? What you feel, what you don't feel. I know there are times when you're going through grief that you can't even name what you feel because you may be numb. So now today we're not baking. In Porch is the Altar. But we are practicing the same muscles. So in this moment, I'd like you to prepare your mise en place. Check in with your body. Set your body up like it's a counter. And that could mean feet flat, grounded on the floor. That could mean palms pressed together. That could mean deep breath, whatever that means to you. In this space, one of the things that we do is it's an opportunity to lay it all down. Each person gets 2 minutes to share anything, any and everything that you want. It's a tiny action that we take. We get to breathe and release and just lay it down. Now in the South, and you guys know I'm from the South, the porch is certainly the place where you get to lay it down, right? With journal in hand and water next to you or tea. Let's move through. A couple of ground rules. This is an opportunity to witness without fixing. You can pass. You can certainly pass. That is welcome here. Camera optional, totally fine. And the biggest permission of all is you don't have to be okay to be here. We witness only, no fixing, no crosstalk. You get 2 minutes. Your name will be listed in the chat. You just come on off mute and share. You're also welcome to share in the chat. But once you hear that timer go off, it's time to move forward, okay? And pass to the next person or allow the next person to come on in. Many strong ones learn that joy needs to be earned through grades, sports, being useful, our output. If I do this, then I can earn rest. And if I do this, then I can earn joy. And if I do this, I can earn love. That's actually something I'm going through right now. But here, today, in this space, we continue to practice a different rule that joy belongs anyway, that joy belongs anyhow, that joy belongs despite. There's no proving. I'd like you to, and me included, in this moment, to take a moment or a few seconds here to think about what tiny joys have been trying to reach you that you felt like you couldn't enjoy just yet. It could be a song, it could be the sun, a meme, Like, that's really, really good, but I don't have time for it right now because I gotta do all these things first. I gotta take all these steps first before I can enjoy enjoyment. Seriously, name it, write it. A place where joy tried to reach you, but you were too jaded, you were too realistic, you were too sad, you were too lonely, you were too strong, you were just too distracted to see it. It's something that I am working on right now. I am centering myself in this moment, and that is not my intent. So I'll move. But what would one breath of joy feel like with no proving? Oh, this was good today, y'all. We're coming up to the top of the hour. I thank you so much for sharing your heart and sharing your time with me this morning. This is where we end with joy. So I've got a joy assignment for you. I'd like you to, in the next 24 hours, you got 24 hours to do this. Find three micro joys in your journal. In your journal, I want you to write one line each for each of them. And that's it. You can choose to extend the activity and think deeply about what those joys mean to you, but that's not necessary. All I want you to do is find three micro joys. Teeny weensy weensy little joys. Teeny weensy weensy things that bring you joy. Like, you feel it in your body. Write one line and that's it. That's a good question. How do you notice joy? Gosh, that's a really, really good question, especially if you're feeling numb and you may not be feeling tapped in. Well, here's where that baking ritual comes in place, and we'll do more of this when we get into our baking workshop. But your senses, what do you notice? What do you feel? What do you see? What are you feeling in your body? And if it's hard to remember this, I want you to, in your phone right now, set a timer, 2 timers for the next 24 hours, just 2. Label them micro joy check. Let me do it myself. In your phone, I want you to set 2 timers so that you can check in with yourself. I'm gonna do it. It's checking at 1. Micro joy check. I'm gonna repeat this. Oh, let's try it again. I just deleted that. Okay. Micro joy check. And when that alarm goes off, what I want you to do, see, there it is. When that alarm goes off, check in. What joys have I felt? Have I felt any up to this point? Twice. Okay. All right. As we end, let's seal this moment, this joy seal. Hand to your heart, hand to your belly, hand on your cup with one breath in, another breath out. If joy is here, let it be here, even if it's small. You can put the rest down. It'll It'll be back. It'll be there, ready to pick it up if you need to. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining today. Very happy to see you. Thanks for being in this space with me. Okay, take care.